What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Tuesday, September the 26th, 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to do another SCF/Fintoch video. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if you guys have been reacquainted with what Fintoch has become. Of course, we've been talking about it. We do have a Telegram group in the description below, so join it. It's where we are putting as much information as we can in that group to make sure that people are updated. Ladies and gentlemen, the resurgence of this platform has been nothing short of amazing. Of course, the time that we spent building it before it decided to make its transition is now really assisting us in making sure that we're able to earn on a daily basis. Now, I'm just talking about what's going on at BOJ. I'm not sure how many of you decided that Fintoch was worth building when we had it and was building it. But right now, I'm so glad that I have decided to do that. Of course, there are some things that I've had to learn along the way. I've had to learn that pledging is imperative. You have to reinvest some of the things that are coming in. You have to, as a new person, you have to be able to at least bring in put in $100. And for those of you that are sharing this opportunity, it is very, very worth getting to those first few ranks and helping the people that you get involved get there as well. Now, the way that I've been able to help is, one, direct people to the Telegram group where Sassy and Kojo and Brandon have been very good at, making sure that there's information in there for people. I've added some things that I've seen in some other groups myself, some very crucial and key YouTube videos that help you get reacquainted with the process. Same thing that I had to do. But ladies and gentlemen, once you get reacquainted, it is fairly easy, to stay in the game. Before we get too deep, and I know we've gotten deep enough, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I'm not your financial advisor, right? I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man, because if he gets you, there's nothing I can do to help you, all right? So stay diligent and vigilant in this space and in the comment section as well. Right now, my current goal is to see who wants to be a GM, who wants to be in leadership position, because I have enough volume to be SVP and above, right? And the thing that I'm missing right now is some of the leaders. Who are the leaders? Who are the people that want to build build something again? Fintoch was one of those things that we were excited about building because it was simple, right? It was very simple. And when it went through its transitional phase of whatever it had to do, whether it was in bolstering up their blockchain technologies or we don't quite know all the details here at BOJ. And that's because we haven't done all the crazy digging that a lot of people have done to figure out what exactly went down. But what I do know right now is this thing is working. All right. Now, one thing that I've had to learn, and I'll just speak on what I have to do on every day, because of the volume that I have, I am earning a team direct referral bonuses. I'm earning management incentives. I'm earning indirect referral bonuses, and I'm earning off my own passive investment, right? But to continue earning from the team, you must have a minimum pledge amount. And sometimes that pledge amount is a new amount every day, right? So every other day, what I've decided, well, every day really, to be able to take advantage of the next day's earnings, you have to restake, right? You have to repledge. So what I have done, and some of you may be able to see this right here. As you can see, I'm a GM right now. And as you can see, if you go down, it shows you total team rewards. It says remaining limit of total team rewards. And it went away. It also has a minimum new pledge amount, right? So when it gets to the minimum new pledge amount, this is what I have to repledge on a day-to-day basis. This updates itself every single day, all right? So if I were to go back and I'm looking at my team performance equivalent and my team liquidity amount and different stuff like that, I'm over 738,000 in team liquidity under me, all right? 86 direct addresses, 600, just south of 700 total addresses or total people on the team. And this is mostly from what we were able to do before all of this transition, all right? I'm just getting reacquainted with what's going on. I just had a call with Sassy and Kojo and Brandon last week, individually and together, about what it's going to take for us to continue to move forward with this thing. And quite honestly, I'm extremely impressed with what I've experienced so far. As a matter of fact, this 382 that I have to pledge, I'm able to use the earnings that I've made. Now, of course, I can't withdraw everything, but the new pledge allows me to withdraw another day, right? It allows me to see another day of withdrawals. So while I may not get the whole, let's see if I go to rewards withdrawal. So I've got 13.84 SCF that I am able to withdraw right now. And of course, some of you may understand or may not understand, SCF is not the dollar amount. That's just how much token I have, right? That token I can easily translate in this system, on this phone here. I can easily turn it in to what is it that it turns into first? I do believe that it turns into, we swap it first for SCF main. So it goes from SCF fin to SCF main. And then we go from there, from SCF main to what we want to turn it into. So we can decide that, hey, we want to turn it into the FUSD, right? So if I turn it into FUSD, I can then turn it from FUSD into a new pledge. I can also turn it from FUSD, which I believe this is what most of you are going to do, including myself. We turn from FUSD into USDT ERC20. That's what we do. All right. Now, for the new people, if you want to be involved in this, you get your wallet in. I do not suggest depositing Bitcoin into this wallet. Use Ethereum, use Tron, use the USDTs, use the tethers. Don't use Bitcoin. All right. I'm seeing that people are having some issues with that, and I don't want a lot of you to be dealing with those issues. Okay. Your own personal staking. Some of you may have gotten Node. All right. I doubt that a lot of you put a significant amount in the nodes if you did it all, right? Some of you did, and some of you are earning from those nodes right now as we speak. To be able to take advantage of getting those returns, you have to go to My Mining, right? Which is under the profit tab at the bottom. Some of you can see that at the bottom. Sorry, I don't have the screen share. It's just too much to set up last minute. But you see the product, the profit button, and then at the top here, you see My Mining, Team Reward, and Total Staking Rewards. You can click on any of those, and if you have a balance that you can withdraw, you hit mining withdrawal, whatever, and you can decide, hey, I want to take that out. I want to extract that, all right? So I have 1.12 SCF, which is maybe like a little over 60 bucks. If I want to extract that, all I got to do is hit extract, put in the password that I set up, and then we roll from there, you know? So that's done, right? Team reward. What I would have to do with this is, of course, I can withdraw these rewards here because I do have it available to withdraw. Withdrawal will balance 13.84. As you can see, they give me a service fee, which I'm cool with. All right, so I hit extract again. I put in my password. So once that's done, then I can back out and say, okay, I've looked at My Mining and Team Rewards. What about Total Staking Rewards, right? So everything that I'm having to repledge, right, I'm earning from on a day-to-day basis still, right? So my earnings are continuing to increase from that point on every day as well. So I can decide to extract that, you know, little bit amount that I have in there in SCF as well, right? So once that's done, we get that all situated, right? I will be able to go to my wallet, right? Now you see that the wallet number amount is a little bit different, right? If you scroll down, you see that SCF fin, which is the second one down. You'll see I have 14.3 SCF fin, which is $917, okay? Now, I like to keep a little bit of ETH in there just because of transactions, Tron, whichever one you want to use. Of course, you need some gas for that, so make sure you keep some in there, okay? But from that point, I click on swap, right? You see swap at the top? It's one of the 4 options there. I click on swap. It's going to allow me to do, right? You'll see, right? It has a balance, transfer out, SCF fin to SCF main. 14.3 is the balance, so I can go ahead and put that in there if I'd like, 14.3 or whatever it is that you may want to do. And then it says enter the payment address, right? Some of you will be able to see that. I just click on local wallet, and it'll do that. I hit the swap. Next step, of course, is going to ask me to enter in my password. So you're going to have to enter in your password a good amount of times. So you should never forget this password. All right. Transaction broadcasted. Okay, so that's done. As you can even see, the balance has updated right there in my SCF Fin. I now have 0.065, so on and so forth. Okay. From that point, you can see my wallet has changed its amount. $193 is now in the wallet. So if I go to SCF tab on the bottom, right, the first thing I actually want to do is I want to be able to exchange the SCF that I just got. So we'll be able to see, hopefully in my wallet pretty soon here, that I have SCF main now. All right, you can see 15.15 SCF main. Now my wallet address at the top is that. Now it took a couple minutes to do that. I had to talk through it a little bit, but just be patient with the process, right? So from that point, I can now go to the SCF tab at the bottom. All right, some of you will see this SCF tab at the bottom. And if you look up, you'll see SCF main, right? And I have 15.152, okay, in my SCF main. What I want to do from that point is I'll just put 15, and same deal. As you can see, I'm expected to get 961 in FUSD main. All right, now that's the stable coin. So that's the actual dollar amount, 961, okay? So I'm going to hit local wallet again. It's going to do the exchange. All right. I hit the password in again. And once that's finished, we should be able to see that there's $961 that was added to the FUSD main, right? Now, I want to go to the profit tab, right? So profit tab on the bottom will get you back to this screen right here. Team reward, because I am one that wants to make sure that for the next day, I can take advantage of the same system that I just took advantage of today, right? It says I have a new minimum pledge amount of 381 USDT. And it actually allows me to click on go to pledge right there. So if I click on that, it's going to take me to quick pledge. All right. Now, of course, it doesn't have what I have up there, but you can see the pledge period. You can change that from 30 days. They have different options here for the FUSD and for the SCF. They have 30 days, 15 days, and 7 days. All of them have different availabilities. I always do the 30-day 1.4 return on the SCF. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to click on this drop-down menu here where it says pledge quantity. Right under that is a drop-down, and what it was USDT BEP20. As you can see, the FUSD main is on this list. So I'm going to click on FUSD main, and right now the balance hasn't completely updated yet. But what we're going to wait for is the balance to update. And when the balance updates, I'll be able to take this FUSD and plug it straight into a quick pledge. All right. I should be able to anyway. So that way, before I even do my conversion from FUSD to some of the other tethers that I would like to put into my Exodus wallet from this wallet, right? Then I'm able to do that after I have already put in my pledge amount. Okay. So, and pay attention, because sometimes the pledges fail, and it looks like one of them failed on me. I guess the one I was trying to make yesterday. I'm not exactly sure. It shouldn't have failed, but it just happened to fail. So you have to just pay attention to that, just to make sure you're not missing out on any returns, especially if you're a person that has been building a team or was building a team before. Now, if you're a new person that is building a team, all right, there's going to be different ways and strategies that you would have that's a little bit different than those of us that had been already building a team with this before. Some of you may lean into the 1.4% per day, all right, but you have to be able to get in here and put a deposit in and get your stake in first to be able to earn on that. There's going to be information in the Telegram group for that. I hope that everyone takes advantage of that, because it's very important. All right, so now you can see up here at the quick pledge section, after pressing SCF at the bottom, you go to quick pledge. you can see now my balance is 962 of that FUSD. I know that I need at least $380 some. So I'm going to go ahead and pledge $400 worth of FUSD, and we're going to do the daily return of SCF 1.4. Now I can also earn an FUSD. So if I didn't want to have to do the conversion of all that different stuff from FUSD to SCF, then you can go straight into the FUSD and choose that as an option. However, I want to maximize it, and because I understand how to move SCF into FUSD, I just do the SCF one, and I earn my 1.4% 7 days a week. And the main reason I'm even doing this to begin with is to make sure that I can take advantage of all the work that I put in before this transition happened, and making sure that I stay as invested as I possibly can, right? I started off with $1,600 invested in this new system. The old system, I had about 70,000 invested in the actual, what was it called? The eco investment amount. So as you can see right here, the nodes and stuff like that, you can see I had $72,917 invested in the SCF eco investment system there. But what has it enabled me to do is enabled me to take advantage of some of the newer stuff that's coming out. So some of this stuff is going to be over some of you guys' heads. All right. I try to keep the updates in the group, you know, easy to read and different things of that nature. Our leaders do the same thing. But what we're here to really say is that this thing is really, it's really taken off, and it's some people's top platforms now. A lot of us have decided to take this back on. Now I'm earning hundreds of dollars a day off of the platform that was formerly known as Fintoch, which is now is SCF. They've got updates and stuff happening all the time. They've just launched the FUSD minting feature. There's a lot of moving pieces with this thing. But one thing that I do know is that when it's time to move this SCF or this FUSD into something that I can, you know, use like a tether, it's very easy to do that, right? I hit the exchange tab after in the SCF portion, and once I'm done with my pledge and all that stuff has gone through, I can turn this SCF or this FUSD main into, and as you can tell right here, right? So I want to show this to you real quick before we get off of here. The SCF main, right? It has an exchange, right? You see this exchange. It's quick pledge, mortgage, add liquidity, and exchange, right? SCF at the top, right? I can switch these with the little button right here where my finger is. So if I hit that, then you'll see that my balance is 563, right? From there, I can click the drop-down menu over here where my thumb is at. Show you guys. See this drop-down menu here? It says FUSD FIN, USDT, BEP20, ERC20, and TRC20 right there. I'm going to go ahead and click ERC20, and we're going to hit the local wallet, and I'm going to type in this 563 at the top so that you can see the fees reflect. So I will be expected to get 561. I hit local wallet, so it's going to go to the wallet that I have right here on my Fintoch app or the SCF app. I put in my password here. And in a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen, I will have this FUSD translated into USDT ERC20. And ladies and gentlemen, I have been doing this for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, right? This has been something that has almost saved my portfolio from complete, you know, we've had some things go down. We've had some transitional periods. We've had, of course, because we're diversified and because we didn't think it not robbery to go back and see what was really happening. It was too much going on at a certain point for me and Fintoch to be able to really stay engaged. But once they got through all that rough period, and our team leaders, Kojo and Sassy and Brandon, they were able to really kind of see and dumb down what this was at this point. Once I really got that, then I was able to really kind of flourish. And we're only on the GM level. We're only on GM. And quite honestly, as you promote through the different stages, I won't have to repledge as much, right? It's only on this GM level where it's like I have to repledge half of what I make. But on the next level, I think it's like 1/3. On the next level, then after that, I think it's 1/4. So as you continue to promote through the system, and it's just amazing what can happen. So, you know, I've got well enough volume to be able to promote. It's just the leaders. Who's going to be the next GM? Who's going to be the one that goes out there and helps 50,000 worth of volume and some team members start to earn from this new SCF system? The information is there for all of us. I'll be the first person to tell you, take some time sometimes to learn what these systems are doing. And of course, for me, the whole blockchain system sometimes is over my head, right? I just like to crank it out. I'm a very simple person when it comes down to that. In, out, deposit crypto in, withdraw crypto out. And this is what this has been, with a few different things that I've had to do, you know, along the way. But when I tell you guys that I'm excited about what this is doing, I am so excited. And as far as I'm concerned, I already know that we're going to be climbing up the leaderboards and the different things that are available for us in this SCF system. But I'm extremely impressed with what's going on. It takes a little bit of time to learn, but when I tell you that it is paying, it is indeed paying. I've done withdrawals to my Exodus wallet over and over and over, not just because I wanted to, but of course we've had to. We've had to stay afloat. We've had to figure out things in this space, and this has been one of the weirdest times for us. We've had platforms go from being able to publicly talk about them to not being able to publicly talk about them to now they're gone, and we can't even really, we're walking on eggshells about how we talk about them being gone because we had to go private. So there's just so much going on in this space. But one thing that you can count on from me is I may not do videos every day. I may not have that same regimen where I'm getting the videos out at the same time all the time. Things change, and I don't work this hard to have to sit down at this desk all the time. All right. I work as hard as I do to be able to provide for my family and do different things for my friends and my colleagues, and be involved and present in situations and places and opportunities that I was not previously able to do. And now that we're in that place, you might see a little less of me. But one thing that I will do is do the best that I can to make sure that I am continuing to document this journey in this space, because it has completely changed my life and my outlook on not only the opportunities that are afforded to us, but the money that's out there, man. It's just, we're talking about a global system here with SCF, and anyone in the world can take advantage of this system. I prefer an Android phone for this. I can't even give you guys any Apple tips anymore because I do not use SCF with my Apple device at all. So if you're looking for Apple tips, I'm not the person to get in contact with. Android is where it's at with the SCF. It's so easy to update. There's always an update with this app, and it's so easy to just click it and go. I don't have to do the most with the Apple processes and all that different stuff. I don't want to do the most with the Apple processes and all that stuff. So with that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you, and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the Wild Wild West, y'all. And if you ain't strapped, you are bound to get hacked. All right. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, just make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, do not get scammed by the WhatsApp man, because if he gets you, there is absolutely nothing that I can do about it. There's nothing I can do to help you. All right. So stay diligent and vigilant in this space and in the comment section as well. I will see y'all on the next episode of BOJ Figures It Out. Peace out, y'all. See you on the next one.